best mix of yesterday and today. Your music variety, 100.3 The Ride.
The home stretch of the hard times. We took a hard left, but we're alright. Yeah, life sure can try to put love to it, but we built this right, so nothing's ever gonna move it. When the bones are good, the rest don't matter. Yeah, the pain could peel, the glass could shatter. Let it rain, 'cause you and I remain the same. When there ain't a crack in the foundation, baby, I know when it's storm we're facing. We'll roll right over while we stay put. The house don't fall when the bones are good. Call it dumb luck, but baby, you and I can't even mess it up. Though we both try, no, it don't always go the way we planned it. But the wolves came and went, and we're still standing. When the bones are good, the rest don't matter. Yeah, the pain could peel, the glass could shatter. Let it rain, 'cause you and I remain the same. And there ain't a crack in the foundation, baby, I know when it's gone we're facing. We'll roll right over while we stay put. The house don't fall when the bones are good. And the bones are good. Bones are good, the rest don't really matter. Pain could peel the glass, oh, the glass could shatter.
Is a presentation of Rockingham Media Sports. The Eagles on Radio is presented by Funk Optometry, Farmers and Merchants Bank, Cornerstone Ag, Cheaper Sleeper, Colby Dodge, El Dos de Oros Mexican Restaurant, Farm Credit of Western Kansas, Ballman Mortuary, Pizza Hut, Walmart of Colby, Service Master, Warda Chiropractic, Colby Ag Center, People's State Bank, Stevens Construction, Hoover Lumber, McKee Incorporated, High Plains Co-op, American Implement, Colby Community College, Northwest Kansas Decorating Center, Western State Bank, Taco John's, Strut Insurance Services, Next Tech Wireless, Northwest Kansas Chiropractic, the Colby Free Press, McDonald's, and Roof Masters and Office Works in Home Furnishings.
Welcome back into the Colby Community Building for the second night in a row. We've got sub-state basketball tonight, but a rematch of just a couple nights ago where Colby went down to Holcomb and got a win. They led by as many as 31, but for the last 12 minutes of the game, it was completely commanded by the Holcomb Longhorns. They closed the gap to 13 points and got back in it. And they will look to continue that positive momentum this evening against Colby, who is the 2 seed in the 3A Cimarron sub-state bracket. Holcomb is the 7 seed. The winner of this game will advance to face the winner of the 3-6, which is Hugoton and Goodland. That game broadcast on our sister station, 102.5 U-Rock. And Ross both were on the call of that one. And if you are interested in that one, again, 102.5 U-Rock, Ross both were on the call. But here, tonight, Colby, Holcomb, round 3 on the season, round 2 in consecutive games. Certainly was a fun one the last time these two teams played. In terms of Colby offensively, it was a onslaught that we had not seen in quite some time, scoring in the 60s for the first time in a while, and certainly rolling in the first couple of quarters, first 3 quarters really in that one. Offensively, they slowed down a little over the last 12 minutes, as I mentioned, as Holcomb played a lot better defensively, shored up some things, and they also started to make some shots. Holcomb shot 70% in the final 12 minutes, per my source to my left, the Holcomb broadcaster, and big thanks to him for that. And he's staring at me right now, going over the stat sheet that he has as we look a little deeper into the Holcomb Longhorns. They're a team that is just 6-14 right now, but certainly a team that should not be overlooked, as they have played up and down at times this season. They've got some good wins over teams within this sub-state bracket, like Lakin and Goodland. They've also lost to Goodland as well. So you never really do know what you're going to get with this Holcomb team. They average about 42 points per contest, which is actually above the national average in terms of points per game, about a point over that according to Max Preps. I checked that earlier. However, Holcomb is giving up about 47.8 points per contest, and they will certainly need to slow down Colby offensively here tonight to keep themselves in it. It'll have to be probably a lower scoring game for Holcomb to really have an opportunity to come out of here with an upset win tonight. However, Colby has been playing much better as of late in those lower scoring games, as they have relied heavily on their defense without Jill Stevens in the lineup. She went down against Norton a couple of weeks ago. Colby starting to fully come together without her in that starting 5. Everyone has adjusted to the new roles. Emma Curry has been phenomenal for the Colby Eagles as of late. In her new expanded role, she had double-digit scoring night on Thursday down at Holcomb, and she'll certainly have a lot to offer tonight as well, helping Colby expand upon that offense as they, again, continue to grow without Jill Stevens here down the final stretches. It's now lose, and you're done. Win and move on. Losing your season is over. So a lot of high pressure coming into this one. If you are a higher seed, so pressure is on Colby here tonight, but they'll have to prove exactly why they're the two seed in this sub-state and the number 6 team in Class 3A as a whole as well. So lots to get to. We'll go ahead and take our first break here on the Funk Optometry pregame show, and be back in 3 minutes. We'll dive a little bit deeper into this matchup tonight between Colby and Holcomb, as well as take a look around the rest of the state of Kansas and what's going on tonight within this sub-state bracket, as well as what took place last night in the boys' game in Class 3A as well. So don't go anywhere. Back in 3 minutes right here on the Funk Optometry pregame show on the Eagles on Radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Jim's finally taking that safari he's always dreamed of, but against Agnes's advice, Jim didn't get his eyes checked at Funk Optometry before leaving. Let's check in.
On the left side, we have the majestic African...
Zebras! I see them!
Wildebeest. On the right...
It's an elephant! I thought their trunks would be bigger.
That is a hippo. They don't have...
I didn't know there were kangaroos in Africa! I need a picture!
Wait, no, get back in the... Hi.
See all of life's big moments clearly. Get your eyes checked at Funk Optometry in downtown Colby, Atwood, and Hoxie today.
Those kangaroos are vicious!
This is Brent with Farmers Merchants Bank, wanting to take the time to sincerely thank everyone who shops and does business local. As the only locally chartered Colby bank, we understand the commitment and importance of keeping your money local to help grow the community. We'd like to thank all the businesses and farmers for all their hard work and patronage. If you're not one of our customers and thinking of change, think of us and see the Community Bank. Farmers and Merchants, together, making a difference. Member FDIC.
Cornerstone for your farming operation. Cornerstone will be your foundation.
One definition of Cornerstone is something that is essential or indispensable. That's why Cornerstone Ag has it in their name. They know it's essential to have the best facilities to make it quick and easy for you to get in and out of the elevator. Eric and his staff has indispensable knowledge and experience to help you market your grain so you get the most for all your hard work.
You're never alone with Cornerstone.
This is Dustin from Cheaper Sleeper, and I want to tell you about the 15-inch 800-coil mattress. It's normally $800.
Yeah!
It's just $399.
What?
Yeah, it's just $399.
Okay!
And the King?
Yeah!
Normally $1,100, just $559.
What?
Yeah, just $559. Go to our website, cheapersleeper.biz.
Okay!
Save up to 30% on furniture that's in stock or ordered in.
Okay!
Cheaper Sleeper, 1024 Main, Goodland, Kansas, or 1979 West 4th, Colby, Kansas.
Yeah!
El Dos de Oros has moved to its new location at 1921 South Range in Colby. They've got the same amazing dishes with authentic south-of-the-border flavor. Same wonderful staff making sure to provide a personal experience every time you dine in. And of course, you can still find dozens of flavors of frozen margaritas. Stop by their new location and enjoy some great authentic Mexican-style cuisine. Now, right next door to Orscheln's at 1921 South Range in Colby, it's El Dos de Oros.
This is Brett Arnberger with Farm Credit of Western Kansas and Colby. At Farm Credit, we support rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services today and tomorrow. Farm Credit's mission is providing farmers and ranchers with the capital they need to make their business successful. And because a steady flow of credit means more jobs and economic growth, Farm Credit is helping invest in the vibrancy of your local community. Stop in and see me on Tuesdays from 10 to 2 at E.C. Millick Insurance Agency in Atwood, or call
Eagles on Radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Welcome back into the Colby Community Building. Jackson Schneider here with you, as always, as we wrap up the home portion of the season here at the Colby Community Building, and it potentially is the final Colby High School basketball game to ever be played in this storied facility, as the high school games will move to the Colby Event Center next fall, or next winter, I guess, is the plan. So hopefully this will be the final game in this facility, and hopefully Colby can send it out with a victory tonight over the Holcomb Longhorns. Colby comes in the 2 seed in the 3A Cimarron bracket. Holcomb the 7 seed. Colby at 17 and 3 overall. Holcomb at 6 and 14 on the year. Let's take a look now at the other games tonight in the Cimarron sub-state. 1 seed Scott City will play host to Southwestern Heights, the 8 seed. Those two met a few weeks ago to the tune of a 40-point Scott City victory, so they'll look to replicate those results again tonight and move on to the semifinals. The 4-5 matchup that will face the winner of that Scott City Southwestern Heights game is the 4-seed Cimarron and the 5-seed Lakin. Cimarron hoping to get the victory over Lakin and move to Friday night, where they will host the tournament. So certainly they would like to play in front of their home fans, as their boys fell victim last night to the Hugoton Eagles on the boys' side. We'll get to the boys' side in a moment, but Cimarron looking for at least one team in the semifinals of the sub-state, of which they will host. The 3-6 matchup on this girls' bracket is 3-seed Hugoton tonight hosting number 6 Goodland. As we mentioned earlier, you can catch that game with Ross Volkmer on the call on 102.5 U-Rock. However, I would prefer you stay right here and listen to this one of the Colby Eagles and the Holcomb Longhorns. Again, the third matchup between these two teams so far this season, and the second consecutive one as they met on Thursday night on senior night in Holcomb. And Colby won that one by 13. Again, they led by as many as 31 on the night, but Holcomb fought back hard and cut into that deficit in a major way down the final stretch of that one. So Colby will have to play a full 40 minutes tonight to defeat this recharged Holcomb team, and certainly they'll have their hands full. A couple of different Holcomb Longhorns scored in double figures the other night. 20 points from Maddie Ruda, 11 from Tara Cedar, and 11 from Nicole Ruda to lead the way for the Holcomb Longhorns in that one. So the three main, I guess you could say, scorers for Holcomb, the three main threats for them were those three right there, and I think that this team comes and goes with the play of Maddie Ruda. We'll talk about that a little bit more down the road in the Fluck Optometry pregame show, but let's review some of last night's action. On the boys' side, the Colby Eagles victorious in the quarterfinal round as the 3 seed over Southwestern Heights, the 6 seed. That score 71-59. Colby scoring a season-high 71 points last night, and they certainly look to be firing on all cylinders heading into the semifinal round, where they will face the 2 seed Hugoton Eagles, who defeated 7-seed Cimarron 74-59. That was just a 3-point game at the half, but Cimarron just didn't have the firepower to keep up with the Hugoton Eagles in the end in that one. Certainly a valiant effort by the Blue Jays. On the other side of the bracket, the 1-seed Lakin defeated Goodland 75-55. That also just a 3-point game at the half, but the Lakin Broncs just too much for the Goodland Cowboys in that one, who had been playing much better basketball over the last couple of weeks of the season, including an upset in overtime over Scott City last Thursday, but just not enough to move on to the sub-state semifinals on the boys' side. In the 4-5 bracket matchup was the 4-seed Holcomb defeating Scott City, the 5-seed, by 23 points, 74-51. That was a game that was over and over early as the Longhorns rebounded with ease off of their loss to Colby Thursday night, coming up with a huge win over the Scott City Beavers, ending the Scott City season. So moving on to Thursday night, it will be 1-seed Lakin and 4-seed Holcomb. That game tipping approximately at 7:30 p.m., while Colby, the 3-seed, will take on the 2-seed Hugoton. That game will tip off at 6 o'clock. Again, that is on Thursday at Cimarron High School, so we will head down there and have that one for you. Pre-game will start at 5:30 Central Time. Again, tip-off at 6 o'clock for that one. We'll go ahead and take another 3-minute timeout here on the Funk Optometry pregame show, and on the other side, we will look even deeper into this sub-state quarterfinal matchup between Colby and Holcomb. I'm Jackson Snyder.
In your time of loss, Ballman's here for you to honor the lives of those dear to you. Northwest Kansas turns to Ballman Mortuary. Ballman Mortuary. Sometimes the load's too much to carry. When it's time, call on Ballman's.
Pizza Hut in Colby is hiring all positions. We offer competitive wages, flexible hours, and a fast-paced, fun working environment. Applicants must be hardworking, with a valid driver's license, insurance, and be at least 16 years of age. If you think you fit the description and would like to apply, the process has never been easier. Just go online or on Facebook and search Pizza Hut of Colby. Come join the fun at Pizza Hut of Colby. Pizza Hut of Colby is an equal opportunity employer.
For one-stop shopping in Colby, Kansas, don't forget about Colby's Walmart. Walmart in Colby has a great selection of grocery items in the store. From meat to macaroni, they've got it in the grocery department of Walmart. And, of course, all the latest movies on DVD or Blu-ray, as well as your favorite PlayStation or Wii games. Walmart in Colby also has clothes, dog food, and, of course, a pharmacy there to serve you as well. Walmart of Colby, proud to be part of the community and proud to support local high school student-athletes. For all your one-stop shopping, it's Walmart in Colby.
Air filter, trapping dust mites, pollen, bacteria, and every time you walk across your carpet, you stir those things up in the air, and you and your family are breathing all that in. It can irritate your lungs, complicate asthma, even make you sick. But for more than 50 years, ServiceMaster Clean has been serving both residential and commercial customers. The pros at ServiceMaster will do whatever it takes to make sure you and your family live in a happy, healthy, clean home. Call ServiceMaster at 785-462-3423 to get started today. Your family is working.
Dr. Mark Warda is back in the game in Colby, offering walk-in chiropractic and acupuncture care. Dr. Warda will get you back to 100% faster when you need it most. Open 7 a.m. to noon and 2 to 7 p.m. on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays, and 8 a.m. to noon on Saturdays. Stop in whenever for Dr. Mark Warda Chiropractic at 1110 Plains Avenue in Colby or at 785-626-0316.
For over 8 decades, America's farmers have counted on the Little Red Tractor from Case IH, the Farmall, to help them make short work of their demanding chores. Well, Colby Ag Center can show you they aren't just for farms anymore. With horsepower ranging from 30 to 105, plus an army of attachments, they can tackle every chore on your to-do list, from hauling and mowing to loading and towing, and then some. See Colby Ag Center in Colby to find a Case IH Farmall that's right for you.
Now back to more of the Eagles on Radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Come back into the Colby Community Building. Jackson Schneider here with you. We're just under 12 minutes away from tip-off between Colby and Holcomb. For the third time this season, Colby has won the previous two with relative ease. I don't want to talk down on Holcomb by any means, because they certainly are playing much better basketball as of late. Certainly, they showed it in the final 12 minutes of the game on Thursday night between these two teams. But Colby has certainly proven to be the better team this season with the 17-3 record, 8-2 in league play, and the number 6 ranking in Class 3A in the state of Kansas. While Holcomb 6-14 overall, they did struggle in league play, and they were just 2-8 against teams within this sub-state. So certainly not a typical Holcomb season, as it's a team and a program that certainly has a history of excellence. But this season, a little bit of a down year, but they certainly do have some young talent. A pretty young core, as Nicole Ruda, one of their larger interior players, who scored 11 points against Colby on Thursday, is just a sophomore. McKee Blackburn, a sophomore. Blair Holiday, a sophomore. Paige Jones, a freshman. So all of those players played on Thursday night against Colby, and they are all underclassmen. They do have 4 upperclassmen, 4 seniors in their starting lineup. Gracelyn Rupp, Maddie Ruda, Lauren Jones, and Karen Teeter, all in the starting lineup on Thursday, and it'll be that same starting 5 for Holcomb tonight. So Colby knows what they're going to get, but it is certainly going to be a motivated bunch in these Holcomb Longhorns, knowing what they're capable of after what they showed in the final 12 or so minutes of that game against Colby on Thursday night. And I've touched on it already in this pregame show, but it's going to be worth noting multiple times. They were down by as many as 31, outscored Colby by 18 in just the final 12 minutes of that game on Thursday night. Closed very strongly, shut down Colby offensively, and really started to command the pace and the tempo, and they certainly shot the basketball very well in that final 12 minutes as well, making 70% of their shots. I talked to Coach Andrea Arderi a few minutes ago before this broadcast started, and she said that the simple fact was that they just made shots. I asked if it was things coming easier. She said, no, nothing ever comes easy against this Colby team. They were just going in. They were getting more looks, and the shots were falling, and that's going to be a big factor tonight, obviously. It sounds simple to say, but the team that makes the most shots is going to win this basketball game. So if you want to break it down in its simplest form, it's that right there. If Holcomb can shoot the basketball well, they will be in this basketball game, while Colby will certainly look to shut them down and kind of make them shoot from the outside. Holcomb not a team that shoots particularly well from the outside at just 29%, but not a whole lot worse than Colby, who shoots just over 30% on the season from three-point range. However, Colby puts up so many three-point shots that it is pretty much completely different. So percentage-wise, not that different. Volume-wise, very different. Colby will let it fly from three-point range, certainly, and they did so on Thursday night as well. Kennedy Stanley hit her first 2 threes of the season in that one. She shot 6 in the game because she was just given that outside look so many times by this Holcomb team. They dared them to shoot, and Colby certainly made the most of that on Thursday night. So we'll see if it's that same strategy by the Holcomb Longhorns tonight in this one. But we will go ahead and take another 3-minute timeout, and on the other side, we will look at our starting lineups here on the Funk Optometry pregame show. I am Jackson Schneider. We will be back in 3 minutes from here inside the community building on 100.3 The Rise.
At People's State Bank, we know that this time of year can be stressful on your finances. If you're needing any type of loan, stop in and see one of our loan officers. We strive to provide value-added professional financial services to our communities with extraordinary personalized service. And as a full-service bank with locations in 11 communities, we provide a complete range of products and services that help to bring growth and prosperity to the towns we serve. People's State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Butler Builders understand that strong buildings and strong communities start with strong connections. Every bolt, every beam, and every handshake, each connection a strong one. When you work with a Butler Builder, you're building on more than concrete and steel. You're building on knowledge and expertise with people you can trust. People who value your investment as much as you do.
Connect with your local Butler Builder, Stevens Construction, and experience the difference strong connections can make for your business.
At Ace, they're known as the helpful place, and you won't find better help than at the new Hoover Lumber, Ace Hardware in Goodland and Colby. Their friendly staffs are your local experts, and there to assist assist you with all your home improvement needs. Hoover now offers over double the inventory, including houseware and electronic items, a great selection of Traeger and Weber grills, and they still carry bulk lumber for all of your contractor and DIY needs. Shop locally 7 to 6 weekdays and 7:30 to 4:30 on Saturdays at the new and improved Hoover Lumber Ace Hardware in Goodland and Colby.
One day it's nice out, the next it's miserable. As the weather keeps changing, your utility bills keep climbing higher and higher.
You can't control the weather, but you can control costs with a high-efficiency home comfort system from Lennox.
Hi, this is Parker McKee from McKee Incorporated, your Lennox dealer here in Colby since 1953. We're a third-generation company that takes pride in serving the community's home comfort needs. Call us today at 462-3132. That's 462-3132.
Lennox, a better place.
With High Plains Co-op, it's great to know that the more things change, the more things stay the same. High Plains Co-op with locations in Hoxie, Dresden, Grainfield, Gem, Halford, Park, Selden, and in Levant. They're here to give you the service you deserve. High Plains Co-op is available for your grain, fuel, and feed needs. Check out their website at highplainscoop.com for up-to-date markets. Standing with you is High Plains Co-op.
One of the largest selection of combines in the entire Midwest is right now at your local John Deere American Implement dealer. Now, with the big selection of used machines, they're all clean, they're ready to roll, they have the service and parts team behind them. They're priced to sell with incentives like low financing, plus amazing lease deals. Yes, combines, plus tractors, sprayers, grain carts, and more at 16 different locations. Contact your local favorite salesman at your local American John Deere dealer. American Implement.
Now back to more of the Eagles on Radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Welcome back into the Colby Community Building. Jackson Schneider with you here as we're about 5 minutes away from tip-off between Colby and Holcomb tonight in the Sub-State quarterfinal round. We'll go ahead and take a look at tonight's starting lineups first for the visiting Holcomb Longhorns, who come in with a record of 6-14 overall. Under head coach Andrea Arderi, she is assisted by Shelley Johnson and Marcy Venjon. Holcomb has lost their last 3. They have also lost 7 of their last 9 basketball games as well. So they are certainly struggling in terms of the win-loss column. However, they are playing much better basketball here over the last couple of games, although it does not show that in that win-loss column. They will look very similar to how they did on Thursday night between these two teams. It's, in fact, the exact same starting lineup. But I want to remind you, of course, that starting lineups brought to you, as always, by Cheaper Sleepers. 2 great locations in both Colby and Goodland. Go to cheapersleeper.biz to learn more. Holcomb will start first off with guard 4'10" senior, number 12, Gracelyn Rupp. Rupp scored 2 points on Thursday night against Colby. She averages right at 2 points per game and also 1.4 rebounds per game and shoots 42% from the free throw line, but a very solid 39% from three-point range does Gracelyn Rupp. Up next, 5'8" senior Maddie Ruda. She dropped 20 on Colby on Thursday night, averaging a team-high 11.6 per contest and shooting 41% from the field. She is going to be the main one to watch tonight. And again, that is 5'8" senior, number 13, Maddie Ruda. Up next, it'll be 5'6" senior, number 15, Lauren Jones. Lauren scored 4 points on Thursday night. She averages 6.9 per contest and 3.8 rebounds per game, shooting 31% from the field and 31% from the three-point line as well. Up next, number 23, Taryn Teeter, who scored 11 points on Thursday night against Colby. She stands at 5'7" tall. In her senior season, she has played all 20 games this year for the Holcomb Longhorns. She averages 5.9 points per game and 4.5 rebounds on top of that, as well as shooting 31% from the field, 51% from the free throw line. And rounding out the Holcomb starting lineup tonight, number 35, 5'9", sophomore Nicole Ruda. She scored 11 points against Colby on Thursday night, averaging 8.5 per contest and even 7 rebounds per game on top of that. She missed 7 games this season due to an injury, but she is back and better, and certainly will be a huge part of Holcomb's game plan tonight. Well, Nicole Ruda. So one more time for Holcomb, it will be Gracelyn Rupp, Maddie Ruda, Lauren Jones, Taryn Teeter, and Nicole Ruda, the Holcomb Longhorns starting 5 tonight, as they again are 6-14 overall under head coach Andrea Arderi. And the Longhorns look to upset Colby here in the first round of this quarterfinal matchup in the sub-state bracket here in Class 3A in the state of Kansas. Should they do so, they would face the winner of Hugoton and Goodland in the semifinal round. That game will be on Friday. Up next for the Colby Eagles, they come in with a record of 17-3 overall, and they are winners of their last 3 contests, if I remember correctly off of the top of my head, without trying to get my notes out. But they will start in the same fashion as Thursday night as well. First up, 5'7" senior number 2, Hallie Vaughn, Colby's leading scorer, averaging 13.6 per contest. She scored 11 points for Colby on Thursday night. Her senior season high was 23 against Ray, Colorado, back in Game 2 on the year. She'll be joined by fellow senior, 5'6" senior guard Brittany Foss, wearing number 5. She averages 4.15 points per game and shoots a team-high 39% from three-point range. Up next is the 5'6" sophomore, number 11, Brooklyn Jones. She's averaging an even 10 points after scoring 14 on Thursday night against Holcomb. And that was just a touch lower than her season high of 16 she scored right here in this very gym against Goodland a couple of weeks ago. The fourth member of the starting 5 for Colby is 5'8" sophomore, number 34, Kennedy Stanley. Kennedy has started and played in all 20 games for Colby so far this season, averaging 7.25 points per game, 45% from the field, and now 2 of 18 on the year from three-point range after nailing 2 against Holcomb on Thursday night. The final member of the starting 5 for Colby is number 35, sophomore Emma Curry. She's 5'9" and has played in 17 games on the season and now making her 6th start of the year for Colby. She averages 4.41 points per game and shoots 32% from the field. And is certainly an added bonus from beyond the arc, shooting around 38% as well for the Eagles, who are led, of course, by head coach Tom Stevens, who was previously the head coach at Colby Community College back in the day, and he is assisted by John McKee. One more time for the Colby Eagles, it will be Hallie Vaughn, Brittany Foss, Brooklyn Jones, Kennedy Stanley, and Emma Curry. We will go ahead and take a 3-minute timeout and be back in a moment. You're listening to the Eagles on Radio on 100.3 The Ride.
And now it's time for sports.
If you're tired of those network sports reports that don't talk about your team, then wake up and tune in to 100.3 The Ride at 7:30 and 8:30 Central Time for the Rockingham Media Sports Update. With me, Ross Folkmer. I'll get you caught up on last night's scores and stories from the Tri-State region, and then preview the upcoming day's events for the teams and schools you care about the most.
Wildcat touchdown for Brown. He takes it to the house.
It's the Rockingham Media Sports Update at 7:30 and 8:30 Central Time on 100.3 The Ride. Brought to you by Ballman Mortuary.
Wow.
A typical reaction from homeowners who just walked into a kitchen by Northwest Kansas Decorating Center. We call it the Wow Factor.
Wow.
And the reaction of others when they see their cabinet, countertop, and backsplash work. Northwest Kansas Decorating Center could take your bland kitchen and make it grand with the finest cabinets, countertops, and flooring designed and installed by their professional team. Go to nwksdecoratingcenter.com and get ready to be wowed.
Northwest Kansas Decorating Center, West 4th Street in Colby.
Hello, this is J.L. Evans with Western State Bank in Colby. If you're looking for a commercial or ag loan, stop by and see Matt Smith or myself at our home on the range, 1750 South Range in Colby. If you're too busy to come see us, we'd be glad to come to your place of business or farm. If you're in the market for a home loan or would like to refinance and take advantage of the current low home loan rates, come in and see Janice Cates to learn about all the home loan products at Western State Bank in Colby. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Hear that? That's the sound of the great Alaskan fish taco migration. Once a year, these delicious little guys make their way south from the remote Alaskan wilderness to Taco John's everywhere. Topped with our smoky sour cream and served up 2 for $4, our wild-caught Alaskan fish tacos are firmly at the top of the taco food chain. Taco John's. Bigger, bolder,
better.
Taco John's in Colby.
Don't just insure your stuff, strut your stuff with Strut Insurance Services. Darwin and his professional agents in Colby and Brewster represent a wide variety of insurance companies. They can personally shop for a specific company and policy that offer you the absolute best coverage for the best price on most anything you own. Auto, motorcycle, home, crop, farm. If it has a value to you, they can cover it. Strut Insurance Services is locally owned and operated with hometown agents that are experienced and offer fast claims. Located at 1675 West 4th Street in Colby and Brewster. Just look for the big yellow sign of Strut Insurance Services.
Now back to more of the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Welcome back in. Colby already 2 shots deep as they get the opening possession. However, they come up empty. So Holcomb now with a chance to open up the scoring here as we just missed the opening tip-off. Top of the key here now swung to the left side. Lauren Jones drives baseline. 6-foot floater is good. Holcomb with a lead here early. It is 2-0. Colby will head back down here looking for their first bucket. Brittany Foss now off to Brooklyn Jones. Gets a high screen from Kennedy Stanley. Dumped down to Stanley inside, and Stanley will be fouled on the arm. And it will be Colby basketball underneath. No shot, they say. The foul will go against Taryn Teeter. Teeter's first personal. Holcomb's first team foul as well. Inbound to Curry. She'll dump down. Stanley kicks it out. Cross pump fakes, and now she'll settle in the middle here as we're officially a minute into this contest. Near side Jones on the wing, guarded by Ruff. Up at the top of the key, Curry. And Curry shuffled her feet a little bit. That's going to be a turnover on Colby. Their first turnover of the night. Holcomb with a 2-0 lead here, a minute 15 in. Left wing here, Lauren Jones once again. She's got the first bucket. Now they go free throw line, Nicole Ruda. Kick to the left corner now. Skip pass near side. Rupp offers up a 3, and it's good. Graceland Rupp with a 3, and it's 5-0 Holcomb. They're 2 for their first 2. Colby 0 for 2 right now. Certainly don't need to panic here, just a minute 40 in. Foss fumbles it for a moment. Now she gets it to Hallie Vaughn. The leading scorer will drive. Stutter step, left-hand layup is just off the mark, but she gets 2 free throws coming as she is fouled by Graceland Rupp. That's Rupp's first and the team's second, and Hallie Vaughn, who is a 69% free throw shooter. Very nice player for Colby. Very good at the free throw line here of late. She shot them very well on Thursday night. Is this one good for Colby's first points of the night? 5-1, 6:11 to play first quarter. Score update from Scott City. The Beavers lead 25-11 over Southwestern Heights into the first quarter. Second shot for Vaughn here off the mark. Rebound to Nicole Ruda of Holcomb. And now here's a steal. Brooklyn Jones taps it into the backcourt as well as Maddie Ruda. So off of Ruda, they say it will be Colby basketball. The hustle play there for Jones to knock it free into the backcourt. Ruda tried to chase it down, couldn't grab it cleanly. Now Colby with another opportunity offensively. Foss at the top of the key here out of the inbound. Now they weave it to Hallie Vaughn. Off to the left of center. This is Stanley. One dribble towards the middle. Hands it off to Curry. Frees her up off of the screen. She'll shoot off of the mark to the left side. Rebound, Graceland Rupp. Left side here, Maddie Ruda. She'll drive down. Low block shot, no good. Rebound, Curry. And a whistle and a jump ball is the call here. So it will stay with Holcomb after the tie-up. That's the second rebound already for Emma Curry. And the inbound immediately goes to Teeter. Her shot, no good. Rebound tapped out of bounds off of Holcomb. Colby basketball here. 5:23 to go first quarter. Foss into the front court to the left side. Curry. Back to Foss. Now to Jones. On the near side, she'll get a high screen from Stanley. And the pick and roll is there. Stanley lays it up and she is fouled from behind. That's going to go against Maddie Ruda, I believe. And that will be her first. And it is. Third team foul on Holcomb so far. Kennedy Stanley at the free throw line, shooting much better at the stripe as of late. This one good. came into tonight averaging 61.4 from the charity stripe. Second shot coming for the sophomore. Off the front iron and the backboard, just a little bit off the mark. No good. Rebound controlled by Teeter of Holcomb, and they push it up the floor to the left side. They look backdoor, and Ruda has her shot altered from behind. Rebound to Kennedy Stanley. Colby pushing the other way now. Looking for their first field goal still here. We're nearly 3.5 deep in the first period. Both points for Colby coming at the free throw line so far. They trail by 3. Crossover dribble by Jones. She'll drive in with the left side. Right-hand floater, too strong. Rebound ripped down by Teeter. Holcomb coming the other way now. Lauren Jones, met by a defender, now swung around to Rupp. She'll go inside immediately to Maddie Ruda, and she'll lay it in for 2. 5-point Holcomb lead once again, 4:20 to play first quarter. Eagles offense a little bit sluggish to start. Here's Curry at the top of the key. Directing traffic now is Emma. She'll give it off to Brooklyn Jones. Rather, she'll fake it. Looking down low. Dumped into Stanley once again against Nicole Ruda. Shot no good. No whistle this time. Rebound pulled down by Ruda. And Holcomb with a chance to extend this early lead here. Skip pass stolen away by Hallie Vaughn. Pushed into the backcourt and just out of bounds. Couldn't save it on the far boundary. So it will go back to Holcomb. Colby unable to cash in on some potential transition opportunities here in the opening quarter so far. Still 7-2 Holcomb. Lauren Jones at the top of the key. Gives way to Gracelyn Rupp. She'll dribble up and send it to the right side. Back to Jones. Jones will drive, dish it down, and it's stolen away by Brittany Foss. Foss looking to push for Colby. Doesn't really have numbers. She'll take it inside on her own and have her layup altered. Shot no good. Long rebound pulled in by Gracelyn Rupp. Colby still without their first field goal so far. 7-2 Holcomb. 3:17 to play. Near steal there for Curry. And now, Curry missed the steal, blocked the 3 attempt from behind, and gets tabbed with the foul. And the fans erupt with their displeasure. I'm not so sure I agree with that one myself. However, I had the view from behind, so I can't really be the beneficial judge of that one. First foul on Curry, first foul on Colby. Free throw is no good by Lauren Jones this time. Looks like we'll wait a moment for the sub here to come in. This will be the second of 3 shots for Jones. This one rattles around, but it falls through, as now Mackenzie Dodson will check in for the first time for Colby, as she will replace Emma Curry. Third shot coming for Jones here. Jones is 62% free throw shooter, and she's pretty much right on par. There goes 2 for 3 on the trip. And it's now 9-2 Holcomb. 3:10 to play first quarter. 7 seed in the sub-state bracket here is vying for an upset here in the early stages. Stanley at the top. Right side. Foss fires from 3. That one's off the mark, but Stanley comes up with a long rebound. Here's Fox once again. 2:50 to go in the quarter. Off to Stanley. Met by man defense here, rather sort of a matchup zone. Vaughn guarded on the outside by Maddie Ruda. Hallie goes inside, layup no good. A lot of contact and a jump ball underneath. So Colby will keep possession. They still can't get a field goal to drop right now. No easy looks coming at the moment. High entry pass to Foss, right side. Now she goes to the corner. Vaughn for 3, and there it is. Colby on the board in terms of field goals. It's 9-5. 2:25 to go first quarter. Rupp up the floor quickly for Holcomb. Off to the left side, Jones. Jones shuffles her feet, and that's a turnover. The second of the game by Mike Talley on Holcomb here in the first quarter. Colby will have it back, trailing by just 4. Down by 7 just a moment ago. Stanley hands it off to Vaughn. Pump fakes the 3, now takes the screen. Dribbles towards the right side against the much larger Nicole Ruda. Now she'll kick it out to Dodson on the wing. Dodson finds Foss to the top of the floor. 2 minutes to play in the period. No shot clock to worry about. Colby can take their time. Brooklyn Jones, step back, three-pointer. In and out, rebound, rattles around and is taken away by Lauren Jones of Holcomb. Longhorns back the other way, 1:40 to play in the opening period. Left side, Maddie Ruda. Dumps down low for Nicole Ruda. Body's hitting the floor. Ruda somehow corrals the loose ball and puts it up for 2 points. Her first of the night, and it's 11-5. Longhorns here in the opening period. Colby looking a little shell shocked here early. Jones on the near side, up to Dodson at the top. Down low to Stanley. Low block against Nicole Ruda, but she'll kick it out as she's denied. Looks like McKee Blackburn will check in a moment for Holcomb at the next dead ball. 1:07 to play first quarter now. Jones open at the top, dribbles inside, and now she will bring it away from the line. Closely guarded by Gracelyn Rupp here. And a 5-second call forced there by Gracelyn Rupp. Great defense there. That forces the second Colby turnover. And Taryn Teeter will check out, replaced by McKee Blackburn. 11-5, Holcomb on top, 50 seconds, and another travel here on Jones, who pulls her foot up. That's the third turnover now on Holcomb, and they traded back off of what seemed like a significant turnover for Colby just a moment ago. But now an opportunity for the Eagles to cut into this deficit before the end of the quarter. 40 seconds to go. Vaughn on the right wing. It's a screen from Dodson. Alley with a left-hand dribble. Switches hands now and backs it down. Onto the right side, low block. Puts up a tough shot. No. Stanley gets the rebound, and she's fouled. Shot no good. Kennedy with three rebounds, already in the first quarter. Foul will go against Nicole Ruda. Her first and the team's fourth with 30 seconds to go here in the period. Kennedy's shot no good this time. She's 1 for 3 at this stripe, as there seems to be a bit of a lid on the bucket for Colby here in the first quarter. Just one field goal so far. Second shot is good this time, so she splits the pair. Down to a 5-point game, 28 seconds to go in the quarter. Holcomb can hold for the final shot here if they so choose. Top of the key, Blackburn. Out of the right side, back to Jones. Pump fakes one way, back to Blackburn on the left. Left corner now for Maddie Ruda, denied there. Out to Blackburn on the wing, pass deflected and taken away. Colby takes it away, the fourth Holcomb turnover. Vaughn steps up, 5 seconds to go in the quarter. Kick to the top, Dodson for three. Rebound off the mark to Holcomb's Maddie Ruda, and that will take us to the end of the first quarter. Holcomb leads at 11-6 after one. We'll take a 60-second timeout and be back in a moment. You're listening to the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
This is Dr. Kristen Parker from Northwest Kansas Chiropractic. One of the top priorities at our clinic is making sure our patients are comfortable. For some, walking into a doctor's office of any kind can be nerve-wracking. Rest assured, we never ask or force anyone to do anything that compromises their comfort. After all, the whole point of chiropractic care is to make sure you feel better. For effective, comfortable, and professional care, make your next appointment with Northwest Kansas Chiropractic. Learn more at nwkchiro.com.
The Colby Free Press brings residents of Thomas County news, pictures, and commentary on the happenings, issues, and events that impact the lives of residents of Thomas County. The Colby Free Press is informative and affordable. The Colby Free Press is a local daily newspaper that has earned a great reputation for journalistic excellence and extensive knowledge of the local communities of Colby, Rexford, Brewster, and surrounding communities.
Now back to more of the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Welcome back to the start of the second quarter. Holcomb leads 11-6 after one here in Colby, round one of the 3A sub-state quarters. Maddie Ruda drives inside. Tough right-hand floater is no good. Stanley rips down the rebound. That is her fourth by my tally already. Foss picks up a long pass. It's deflected out of bounds by McKee Blackburn, nearly taken away. Colby will keep the basketball. Inbound to Brooklyn Jones in the backcourt. She'll She'll bring it up to the left wing, back up top now to Dodson. Right side for Vaughn. Allie dribbles to the middle, dumps it down low to Dodson. It was deflected by Ruda. Now they'll work it back to the top for Foss here and try again. Brittany to the left side. Frees up Dodson. Backdoor cut to Brittany. Wide open, but she misses the layup. The rebound, however, tapped out of bounds by Holcomb. So the Eagles will keep it off of the miss. A rare miss, should I add, by the senior Brittany Foss. Emma Curry checks back in. She will replace Dodson. Top of the key for Curry right away. In and out from three. Rebound controlled though by Foss. Colby gets it back. And they'll try again here offensively. Still just one field goal on the game so far. They were 1 for 12 in the first quarter. Long three fired up from Curry. This one again in and out. Rebound chased down by Gracelyn Rupp. Couple of open looks for Emma Curry on that possession. Just in and out. That lid on the bucket stays. Ruda to the right side for Lauren Jones. Skip pass to the left side. Blackburn fires up a high arcing three. Short off the iron. Curry pulls down the rebound. Foss up the floor for Colby, trailing by 5 here, and a whistle and a foul called on Lauren Jones. That's going to be her first. And now the entire starting 5 for Holcomb tab with a personal, and that will bring in Blair Holiday for Holcomb. She replaces Lauren Jones. Colby brings Dodson back in for Emma Curry. Foss quickly up to the left wing, to the top now to Dodson. Dodson gives way to Vaughn on the wing. Allie steps to the middle, off to the left wing for Jones. Guarded by Rupp. High screen from Stanley. But a switch there and a bit of a mismatch as she's now guarded by Nicole Ruda. Tight defense by Holcomb right now. Met with encouragement by Coach Arderi to my left. Under 6 to play in the first half here. Skip pass to the right side for Foss. Up top to Vaughn. She'll drive with the left hand. And the layup too strong and no good. Rebound pulled down by Holiday. Blackburn up the floor for Holcomb. Left side Holiday into the corner. Maddie Ruda. Long skip pass pulled down by Blackburn on the near side. 5.5 to go as the Colby students making their voices heard across as they're all standing across the front line of the stage on the far sideline. Gracelyn Rupp at the top of the key. Back to the left corner again to Maddie Ruda. Back to the top for Blackburn as they work that perimeter very well. Colby's defense stretching it out. Holiday back to the top for Gracelyn Rupp. Long, patient possession here for Holcomb. Colby trying to speed them up a little bit with some pressure extended now. Blackburn drives and steps back, left wing to Holiday. Nearly stolen away by Vaughn as they go to Ruda, who drives baseline. And a charge is called by Maddie Ruda, or on Maddie Ruda, her second personal foul. And the team's 6th with 4:53 to play in the quarter. So that'll be a turnover on Holcomb. And her 5th. Karen Teeter checks back in to replace Gracelyn Rupp for Holcomb. Rupp playing much better defense than her size would really tell you. She's just 4'10", but playing much taller than that so far. And a spin move by Foss draws Blackburn to her feet. Met with some approval by the Colby fans, flooring Blackburn there. They go inside, down to the right wing. Vaughn for 3, off the front iron. Rebound tapped around, controlled by Blair Holiday. Colby still struggling from the field right now. Their defense keeping them in it. 11-6 Holcomb, 4:20 to go for first half. Inside Blackburn, she falls to her feet. Loose ball taken away by Kennedy Stanley. The 6th turnover by Holcomb in the game. Skip pass left side, and an offensive foul this time going to go called against Dodson as they set a screen a little too physical there, and that's going to be an offensive foul and a turnover. Back to Holcomb it goes. 4:10 to go, second quarter. Neither team has scored yet in the second period. Blackburn to the left side for Maddie Ruda. Looking inside, skip pass to Holiday at the top. She'll pump fake, now drive inside and airmail a pass, but pulled down somehow by Karen Teeter. Ball stripped free, and they're going to say 3 seconds actually is the call on Holcomb So Colby gets it right back as Holcomb has had opportunity after opportunity to stretch out this lead. And Coach Stevens is going to call timeout. It'll be a full one. We'll take it with him back in 60 seconds here on 100.3 The Ride.
Welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order?
Yeah, I'll take a small Coke.
And I'll have a large, please.
You know, you can get any size Coke for just $1, right?
So, a small Coke is just $1?
Uh-huh.
And a large is just $1?
Yes. Are you guys okay?
You just blew our different size minds. Sorry, he got excited again.
It's nice getting any size bang for your buck. So come into McDonald's and get an ice-cold, delicious any size Coke for just $1. A la carte only. Customer participation may vary.
Roof worn out, and it needs replaced. Who are you gonna call?
Roof Masters!
Roof Masters Roofing at Colby has been your premier roofing contractor for over 40 years, offering free estimates on all types of roofs, as well as seamless rain gutters and vinyl siding. So give us a call today. What's that number, Jake?
462-6642. I think you better call
Roof Masters!
Now back to more of the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
3:45 to play, second quarter. Colby trailing by 5 here. And just one field goal, as a 3 offered up by Stanley, pulled down on the rebound. And a foul going to go against Hallie Vaughn underneath, fighting for said rebound. So that will be the rounder. They're going to say that was on Dodson, And that's the second foul on Mackenzie Dodson. 13th foul on Colby. Teeter baseline kick out to Rupp on the right wing. Grayson Rupp back in at the last timeout for Holcomb. Left wing, Maddie Ruda. Now to the top, Nicole Ruda. Now backdoor, and she airmails the pass out of bounds on the baseline. That is now the 8th turnover by Mike Talley from Holcomb here in the first half. Their 4th of the second quarter. They have had many opportunities to try and stretch out this lead, but have hit themselves in the backside. And Vaughn, now to Curry at the top. Curry checks back in for Dodson at the last foul. Here's Hallie Vaughn on the inside, and one falls through for the Eagles. Finally, a field goal, and finally some points here in the second quarter, as the first 2 for either team here in the second period go the way of the Eagles. 11-8 Holcomb. 2:35 to go in the half. Rupp to the left side for Jones. Back to Rupp. Swung to the right side. Teeter. She'll drive baseline. Now reverse with the left hand. Skip pass down to Jones on the low block. Shot up and good. Lauren Jones with 6 points here already. 13-8 the score. Colby trying to cut back into this deficit here. Shots not going their way at the moment. Something's got to change. Brooklyn Jones left side. At the top now to Curry. Down low. Here's Stanley. Back up top now to left side. Foss just to our left. Down low to Stanley again. Shot up, no, but she is fouled again. This one on Nicole Ruda, her second, and the team's 7th. So Colby in the bonus here the rest of the half. 2 shots coming again for Kennedy Stanley. She was 2 for 4 so far tonight with 4 rebounds on Mike Talley. First shot is good. Colby needing to take advantage of these free throws here. Got a whistle. And they're going to say a lane violation on Stanley, who fumbled the ball over the line and stepped over it. So no free throws coming. And just as I say, Colby needs to take advantage of the free throws right now. They don't even get to attempt a second one. Teeter on the right wing, 1:40 to play in the quarter. Dumped in Maddie Ruda, shot off the glass, and it falls. 15-9 Holcomb. 90 seconds to go here. Second quarter. Colby really struggling offensively. Top of the key, Curry. She'll fire up another one. Open look, this one banks it home. The bank is open here. And Colby finally seeing some success offensively. Down just 3 now with 1:10 to play in the first half. Graceland Rupp drives, and now it's quickly turned away. Get pass to the middle. Lauren Jones' long three is off the mark. Rebound pulled in by Peter. And she is fouled. Foul will go against Colby's Emma Curry. That's going to be her second personal foul. The team's fourth. 1 on Vaughn, 2 on Curry. I think that might be the fifth. Free throw is good for Holcomb. Kaylee Shields checks in for Colby. Cheater's first points of the night, just to stick it to a 5-point deficit, and it is good. So Colby with 1 minute exactly now, clock rolling on the inbound to Jones. Eagles trying to cut into this deficit once again. Stanley high post. Looking inside to Brooklyn Jones. She'll dump it down. She's met by a triple team. Kicked out left wing three. That's off the mark. And the rebound pulled in by Lauren Jones. Strong rebounding by Holcomb so far. 37 seconds to go in the half, and a timeout called by Holcomb's bench. It'll be a full, and we will take it with them. 17-12 Longhorns. 35 seconds to go in the half. You're listening to the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
I'm Daryl Henry, your Colby Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Colby Eagles on 100.3 The Ride. Call me or stop by my office at 485 North Court for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
1994 was a huge year. The internet was born. Forrest Gump hit the theaters.
I was running.
O.J. Simpson fled the police in a Ford Bronco. Major League Baseball players decided not to play. And Office Works and Home Furnishings opened its doors. A lot's changed in the 25 years since then, but Office Works continues to be there with office supplies and furniture, plus a great selection of Lazy Boy products, Serta beds, flooring, and tremendous customer service. Come in and celebrate 25 years with Office Works and Home Furnishings on South Range Avenue in Colby.
Now back to more of the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Back in it with now 33 seconds to go in the first half. Holcomb up 17-12 over Colby. Holcomb the 7th seed in this sub-state bracket. Looks like they're going to hold for the final shot here in the half. Jones at the top, met by pressure. It's a man defense right now from Colby, which we haven't seen a ton of. Now they fall back into a bit of a zone. Now to the near side, Maddie Ruda, 8 seconds and counting. She'll pass down low to Nicole Ruda. Back to down, shot up, no good. Rebound tapped around, controlled by Shields. And the shot at the buzzer would not count, but Colby gets a stop to end the half. And that will have to do for now. 17-12. Holcomb leads at the break. We'll take a 3-minute timeout and be back with the Cornerstone Ag halftime show in a moment. You're listening to the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Jim's finally taking that safari he's always dreamed of, but against Agnes's advice, Jim didn't get his eyes checked at Funk Optometry before leaving. Let's check in.
On the left side, we have the majestic African...
Zebras! I see them!
Wildebeest. On the right...
It's an elephant! I thought their trunks would be bigger.
That is a hippo. They don't have...
I didn't know there were kangaroos in Africa! I need a picture!
Wait, no, get back in the... Hi.
See all of life's big moments clearly. Get your eyes checked at Funk Optometry in downtown Colby, Atwood, and Hoxie today.
Those kangaroos are vicious!
Are you looking for a bank that offers variety of services? One that works with your busy schedule? Well, look no further. Farmers & Merchants Bank is the bank for you. Hi, this is Debbie with Farmers & Merchants Bank. We offer many products that fit all your financial needs. And with extended hours and 2 convenient locations, we can accommodate your busy schedule. We're committed to the community, and because we're the only locally owned bank, we're here for you and here to stay. Stop in today at either of our convenient locations and visit with our friendly staff. Farmers & Merchants Bank, together making a difference. Member FDIC.
Cornerstone for your farming operation. Cornerstone will be your foundation.
One definition of Cornerstone is something that is essential or indispensable. That's why Cornerstone Ag has it in their name. They know it's essential to have the best facilities to make it quick and easy for you to get in and out of the elevator. Eric and his staff has indispensable knowledge and experience to help you market your grain so you get the most for all your hard work.
You're never alone with Cornerstone.
Studies show that 7 to 9 hours of sleep nightly reduces stress, inflammation, and risk of depression. It makes you more alert, improves your memory, and helps you lose weight. Hi, this is Dustin Sullivan from Cheaper Sleeper in Goodland and Colby. I want to invite you in to try one of our number beds. With the ability to adjust the firmness separately on either side, you'll both sleep well and improve your health. Stop into Cheaper Sleeper and try one of these beds today. Find your number and take advantage of our financing options for everyone. Cheaper Sleeper, Colby, Goodland, and online at cheapersleeper.biz.
El Dos de Oros has moved to its new location at 1921 South Range in Colby. They've got the same amazing dishes with authentic south-of-the-border flavor. Same wonderful staff making sure to provide a personal experience every time you dine in. And of course, you can still find dozens of flavors of frozen margaritas. Stop by their new location and enjoy some great authentic Mexican-style cuisine. Now, right next door to Orscheln's at 1921 South Range in Colby, it's El Dos de Oros.
Hi, this is Darius Deegad with Farm Credit of Western Kansas and Colby. At Farm Credit, we support rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services. Farm Credit's mission is providing farmers and ranchers with the capital they need to make their business successful. And because a steady flow of credit means more jobs and economic growth, Farm Credit is helping invest in the vibrancy of your local community. See me on Wednesdays at RM Jakeway Abstract in St. Francis or call me at 785-462-1116.
Now back to more of the Eagles on Radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Welcome back in to the Colby Community Building here. Halftime and a bit of a head-scratcher at the moment. Colby trailing by 5 to the 7th-seeded Holcomb Longhorns. The Eagles, number 6 in the state of Kansas in Class 3A, and the number 2 seed in this sub-state bracket coming into tonight. A convincing win over this very same team just 4 nights ago. They led by as many as 31 in that game, won by 13 in the end of things as Holcomb closed it on a strong run. But Holcomb tonight playing some great defense against Colby, holding them to just 3 of 21 from the field in the first half, 2 of 12 from three-point range. Colby 4 of 7 at the free throw line. Holcomb, on the other hand, 6 of 13 from the field, 1 of 3 from deep, and 4 of 5 at the free throw line. Holcomb's leading scorer, Lauren Jones, 6 points, 4 points added in by Maddie Ruda, 3 by Gracelyn Rupp, and then 2 each from Taryn Teeter and Nicole Ruda. Colby with 6 from Allie Vaughn, and then 3 each from Kennedy Stanley and Emma Curry. However, Kennedy Stanley has not hit a field goal just yet. She's scored all her points at the free throw line, as Colby's tried to work through her, but she's been fouled on the inside a couple of times, so she's been to the free throw line 3 different times, but has just made 3 of those 5 attempts. She would have had a 6th attempt, but prior to her shooting that 6th attempt, she fumbled the ball over the free throw line and stepped over it for a lane violation. So sort of a unlucky mistake there to close it, but still Colby has forced, by my tally, at least 8 turnovers by Holcomb in the first half. Colby committing just 3. However, the rebounding edge is to Holcomb for the moment, as they're out-rebounding Colby 14-9. So certainly some work to do, especially on the glass for the Eagles in the second half. And certainly they'll need to make some shots as well, but no need to panic here at the moment. Down just 5 at the half to the Holcomb Longhorns. At the half in a couple of other games in our bracket, Hugoton up on Goodland 20-14 at halftime, as well as Scott City leading 46-20 at the half. And the last we had heard from the Lakin-Cimarron matchup as well. Lakin up 16-14 on Cimarron after the first quarter in that one. But we will go ahead and take a 3-minute timeout, and on the other side, we'll get you ready for the second half of action here between Colby and Holcomb. You're listening to the Eagles on Radio in the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show on 100.3 The Ride.
Ballman's understands what you're going through in your time of loss. Ballman's here for you to honor the lives of those dear to you. Northwest Kansas turns to Ballman Mortuary. Ballman Mortuary. Sometimes the load's too much to carry. When it's time, call on Ballman's.
Pizza
Pizza Hut in Colby is hiring all positions. We offer competitive wages, flexible hours, and a fast-paced, fun working environment. Applicants must be hardworking, with a valid driver's license, insurance, and be at least 16 years of age. If you think you fit the description and would like to apply, the process has never been easier. Just go online or on Facebook and search Pizza Hut of Colby. Come join the fun at Pizza Hut of Colby. Pizza Hut of Colby is an equal opportunity employer.
For one-stop shopping in Colby, Kansas, don't forget about Colby's Walmart. Walmart in Colby has a great selection of grocery items in the store. From meat to macaroni, they've got it in the grocery department of Walmart. And, of course, all the latest movies on DVD or Blu-ray, as well as your favorite PlayStation or Wii games. Walmart in Colby also has clothes, dog food, and, of course, the pharmacy there to serve you as well. Walmart of Colby, proud to be part of the community and proud to support local high school student-athletes. For all your one-stop shopping, it's Walmart in Colby.
ServiceMaster in Colby, Kansas wants you to know that your carpet is like a huge air filter, trapping dust mites, pollen, bacteria, and every time you walk across your carpet, you stir those things up in the air, and you and your family are breathing all that in. It can irritate your lungs, complicate asthma, even make you sick. But for more than 50 years, ServiceMaster Clean has been serving both residential and commercial customers. The pros at ServiceMaster will do whatever it takes to make sure you and your family live in a happy, healthy, clean home. Call ServiceMaster at 785-462-3423 to get started today. Your family is working.
Dr. Mark Warda is back in the game in Colby, offering walk-in chiropractic and acupuncture care. Dr. Warda will get you back to 100% faster when you need it most. Open 7 a.m. to noon and 2 to 7 p.m. on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays, and 8 a.m. to noon on Saturdays. Stop in whenever for Dr. Mark Warda Chiropractic at 1110 Plains Avenue in Colby or at 785-626-0316.
For over 8 decades, America's farmers have counted on the Little Red Tractor from Case IH, the Farmall, to help them make short work of their demanding chores. Well, Colby Ag Center can show you they aren't just for farms anymore. With horsepower ranging from 30 to 105, plus an army of attachments, they can tackle every chore on your to-do list, from hauling and mowing to loading and towing, and then some. See Colby Ag Center in Colby to find a Case IH Farmall that's right for you.
Now back to more of the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Welcome back into the Colby Community Building. It is 17-12 at the half. Holcomb leads the Longhorns, the 7th seed in the Cimarron Sub-State, come in at 6-14 overall, and off 2 losses to Colby already this season, but forcing Colby to just 3 of 21 from the field in the first half. To take this 5-point lead, it will be Colby basketball to start the third quarter here in a moment. They'll work from left to right in their home white. Holcomb in their road blacks will work the opposite of that. And Brittany Foss gets the inbound pass and will get things rolling for Colby. Brooklyn Jones out of the gate will drive with the left hand. Inside layup, good, and the foul right away. There's 2 points. And Brooklyn Jones with her first bucket of the night. Foul's going to go against Graceland Rupp. That is Rupp's second, team's first foul here in the second half. Brooklyn Jones, Colby's best free throw shooter, steps to the line. And it's good. Brooklyn, a 90% free throw shooter. And just like that, it's a 2-point game. Lauren Jones with the basketball. She had a strong first half, 6 points for Holcomb in the first half. Left side here for Maddie Ruda. Back to Jones, who lost the handle for a moment. Now to Rupp. On the right side now down low to Maddie Ruda, met by a double team and a whistle, and a travel is called. That'll be the 9th turnover by my count so far on Holcomb, and that has been the one thing that has kept Colby in this basketball game throughout their cold shooting first half. Foss up the floor to the left side, Stanley. On the left wing, Kennedy looking, surveying. No defender in front of her. Now she goes to the left corner for Foss. Foss gets a screen and now is fouled by Nicole Ruda, and that is the 3rd on Nicole. Nicole Ruda, a big-time presence on the inside for Holcomb, already with 3 fouls. Colby with the basketball. Here's Allie Vaughn. Splits defenders, goes inside. Layup is good. Allie Vaughn ties us at 17, 5 in a row for Colby in the first 60 seconds of the third quarter. Raceland Rupp off to the right side, swung to the wing now. Taryn Teeter with the basketball, trying to find it inside to Maddie Rupp. Right now it's in the hands of Teeter on the right wing, looking to lob. She'll put it down to the left hand, kick to the left wing. Lauren Jones, she'll drive down to the baseline, up and under. Now gets it over to her teammate. Shot no good by Teeter. Rebound hits the floor, but it's pulled in by Lauren Jones, and a foul called on Hallie Vaughn, reaching on the inside. That's the third rebound for Jones. Substitution in is Blair Holiday for Holcomb. Hallie tapped with her first personal foul. I had her for a foul earlier. Must have mismarked that. Drive inside, and a foul is going to be called. Is going up for a shot was Maddie Ruda. Met by Kennedy Stanley, who must have gotten her a little bit with the body there. It looks kind of clean from here, but again, I have that backside view on certain occasions, and it's a tough visual for me. We'll take the official's word for it. First shot is up and good by Maddie Ruda. Her first free throw of the night. She's got 5 points, and Holcomb back in front, 18-17. Second shot is up, and it is good. A little bit of pressure in the backcourt here as Foss against Jones. Across the midcourt stripe with ease as the senior Brittany gives way. Now backdoor cut to Hallie Vaughn. Ball skips around and is taken away. That's a turnover for Colby, and here comes Holcomb again with a 2-point lead. Jones at the top. Pump fakes. Now she'll drive. Kick to the left corner. Holiday pump fakes now. Back to Jones. She'll go down low looking for Maddie Ruda. And now a kick to the corner. Blair Holiday for 3, too strong. Rebound pulled in by Brooklyn Jones. Colby pushes it up. Inside Jones. Floater is up, and it is off the mark. Rebound pulled in by Lauren Jones. Raceland Rupp with the basketball into the right corner. Holiday back to Rupp again. She'll lob high over the head of the intended recipient, Maddie Ruda, and out of bounds. Another turnover by the Holcomb Longhorns. 5:35 to play third quarter. Colby trailing by 2 here. They've trailed by as many as 7 tonight. They have never really led. Here's another steal by Holcomb. They'll push it up, and now get it kicked out of bounds by Hallie Vaughn. Or, excuse me, Brittany Foss, I apologize. So it will stay with Holcomb. Foss stuck her right foot out there and kicked it out towards the Holcomb cheerleaders there. Longhorns keep possession at the top. Lauren Jones fires up a 3. Short and off the side iron as well. It'll roll out of bounds. Back to the Eagles. Original starting 5 on the floor for Colby right now. Looking to get a fire started on the offensive side. They scored the first 5 of the quarter. Here's Curry at the top. Fires up another one, just a bit strong. Rebound tapped around. Pulled in by Hallie Vaughn with the right hand. Now she's going to get fouled. Great rebound there from Hallie Vaughn. 2 shots coming as the foul will go against Taryn Teeter. First free throw off the side iron for Hallie, a little bit too strong as well. Claps her hands in frustration, and we'll look for this one here. She's just 1 for 3 at the line so far this evening. Second shot coming for the 1,000-point score. Rebound off the mark, but pulled in by Curry as the shot was too short. Colby gets it back on the offensive rebound. At the top, Emma Curry with it to the near side. This is Jones. Brooklyn, left-hand dribble, working against Holiday. Crosses it over, looking to find Hallie Vaughn, but it's denied. Now to Foss on the wing. Brittany, backdoor cut for Kennedy Stanley. Layup good, and the foul from behind. As Kennedy Stanley gets her first field goal of the night. Foul's going to go against Lauren Jones. That's her second. She pushed her from behind. Ties the game there. The free throw coming for Kennedy. First and only shot, but it rattles out off the mark. So we will stay tied at 19 apiece here, 4:17 to play. Third quarter, low-scoring defensive battle the first round of the sub-state bracket. Driving in left hand, shot up and good for Maddie Ruda. So she regains the lead for Holcomb. Back to 4 minutes to go now, and a 2-point Holcomb lead. On met by Teeter on the wing here. Looking inside Stanley. Low block, kicks to the left corner. Jones all by herself, and that's too strong. Rebound pulled in by Ruff. Lid still on the basket for Colby from the outside. Here's Jones to the left corner for Teeter. She'll take a dribble to the left and kick it to the top for Graceland Rupp now. Near side, Lauren Jones again, back to Rupp. Swung around to Holiday in the right corner. Working the perimeter is Holcomb. They go inside, ball tips around. Ruda comes up with it and a whistle as she is going to be fouled on the floor, it would appear. And the Holcomb fans very upset with that one. Foul is going to go against Brittany Foss, her first personal. Team's third foul for Colby. Jones to inbound for Holcomb here on the baseline. Having a little trouble finding someone, but they get it out to Rupp at the top. And it's thrown away by Rupp on the inside, and a foul in the backcourt on Lauren Jones reaching in. And a costly turnover there, and that's now Lauren Jones' third personal foul as well. McKee Blackburn checks in for Graceland Rupp. Colby will get it back, trailing by 2. 3:21 to go, third quarter. In a moment, Paige Jones is second for Holcomb. Brooklyn with the basketball on Colby's side as a couple of Joneses involved. Inbound or entry pass is taken away by Holcomb. And they'll push the tempo. Blair Holiday to the right corner, McKee Blackburn looking to work the perimeter again. Now to Holiday, and so back away and give it to Jones. Home fake to the left side. Backdoor look was there, but it was missed. Now they work it to Holiday at the top again. 2:45 to play, third quarter. Holiday right side, back to Jones on the near side as they play catch back and forth. Now Jones dribbles down to the baseline, takes a contested 8-foot jumper, but it is good. 4-point Holcomb lead now, 2:27 to play, third quarter. Toss up the floor. Out to the top now to Curry. Vaughn now at the middle of the floor, met by a defender. Left wing three from Jones. Off the mark. Long rebound's going to go out of bounds off of Colby. And just one sub, for Holcomb as Paige Jones checks in for the Longhorns. She'll replace Lauren Jones. So Jones for Jones there. Under 2:10 to go, third quarter. Holcomb clinging to a 4-point lead. Near side, Paige Jones, first touch of the night. Down to the right side, Blackburn looking inside, nearly taken away. Teeter off to the left side. Paige Jones on the baseline. Has to kick it out to Maddie Ruda. She'll drive, and there's going to be a bump foul on Hallie Vaughn. And that'll be Hallie's second personal foul, and the fourth on Colby. 1:46 to go in the quarter. It's been an ugly game at times for both teams here. Dodson will check back in for Colby. She'll replace Emma Curry. Colby has kept themselves in it, forcing 11 turnovers so far by Holcomb. Paige Jones to throw it in. Finds Maddie Ruda on the left wing. She'll dribble in with the left hand. Kick it out to Holiday. Side step and drive. Puts up the 8-foot floater off the backboard and in. Blair Holiday's first point for the night. Holcomb back up by 6 here. They led by 5 at the break. Colby needing a bucket here. They go to the pick and roll again to Stanley. Puts it up with the right hand. Too strong. Shot no good. Blair Holiday up the floor for Holcomb. I believe she pulled down the rebound as well. 1:10 to go, third quarter. Holcomb trying to upset the number 2 team in this class as it's dribbled out of bounds by McKee Blackburn now. And another costly Longhorn turnover, their 12th of the night by my count. We've got a whistle and a timeout taken by Coach Stevens. Full timeout, we'll take it with him. 1 minute to play, third quarter. Colby down 6. Back in 60 seconds on 100.3 The Ref.
At People's State Bank, we know that this time of year can be stressful on your finances. If you're needing any type of loan, stop in and see one of our loan officers. We strive to provide value-added professional financial services to our communities with extraordinary personalized service. And as a full-service bank with locations in 11 communities, we provide a complete range of products and services that help to bring growth and prosperity to the towns we serve. People's State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Butler Builders understand that strong buildings and strong communities start with strong connections. Every bolt, every beam, and every handshake, each connection a strong one. When you work with a Butler Builder, you're building on more than concrete and steel. You're building on knowledge and expertise with people you can trust. People who value your investment as much as you do.
Connect with your local Butler Builder, Stevens Construction, and experience the difference strong connections can make for your business.
Now back to more of the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Under a minute to play, third quarter. Colby trailing. Three-pointer fired up by Vaughn. Rebound back from Dodson, though, as the shot was no good. Eagles trailing. Shot inside, no good. Rebound fought for, and a foul underneath as Stanley couldn't finish. Foul's going to go against Kennedy over the back there, trying to get her own rebound. Her second personal, team's fifth. 40 seconds to go. Third quarter, Holcomb 25, Colby 19. McKee Blackburn running the point for the moment for the Longhorns. Right side, Paige Jones. Back to the near side, Blackburn. Flips again to the right side, now to Blair Holiday. Holiday with the left hand brings it towards the top. Guarded by Dodson. They'll look inside, now to Ruda. Kick back out to Holiday. Holiday with 18 seconds to go in the period. The right side, Paige Jones still dribble with the left hand. Kick to the left corner, and it's fumbled in the corner by Ruda. Keeps it in bounds. 10 seconds to go now. Out to Blackburn at the top. Into Teeter underneath. Shot blocked from behind. Teeter's blocked from behind, but it's stolen away. Hit by a rebound. Oh, my God. I don't even, excuse my language. That was just a hectic foul right at the end. Stolen away somehow. Blocked by Dodson, but she fouls on the rebound. And now, an untimed couple of free throws here for Paige Jones. Free throw up and good for Paige Jones. This one, we have reached the end of the third quarter, but Holcomb can add to their lead here. This would give them their largest of the night, but it rattles out for Paige Jones. So after three, 26-19 Holcomb, we'll take a 60-second timeout and be back in a moment here on 100.3 The Ride.
Why drive hours when you can get everything you need in just minutes at Hoover Lumber Ace Hardware in Goodland and Colby? They have practically everything from cleaning products and light bulbs to power tools, grills, and smokers. Plus, they continue to stock bulk lumber for your DIY and contractor needs. You can order anything online at acehardware.com and pick it up at your local store. If time is money, then save and shop local at Hoover Lumber Ace Hardware. Open 7 to 6 weekdays and 7:30 to 4:30 on Saturdays. Ace, the helpful place.
One day it's nice out, the next it's miserable. As the weather keeps changing, your utility bills keep climbing higher and higher.
You can't control the weather, but you can control costs with a high-efficiency home comfort system from Lennox.
Hi, this is Parker McKee from McKee Incorporated, your Lennox dealer here in Colby since 1953. We're a third-generation company that takes pride in serving the community's home comfort needs. Call us today at 462-3132. That's 462-3132.
Lennox, a better place.
Now back to more of the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Fourth quarter here underway in Colby. The Eagles trailing Holcomb by 7 as we start the final period. Under 8 to go in the ball game. Colby trailing by 7. Blair Holiday with the basketball in the middle of the floor. Off to McKee Blackburn, guarded by Jones. Now Holiday down to the top. Blackburn again. Holcomb looking to try and milk some clock here. Colby trying to extend pressure. Ball tipped into the backcourt. Taken away by Hallie Vaughn. Layup. Good, and the foul! And a huge bucket there for Colby. Basket is good. Foul will go against Blair Holiday. Her first personal. The team's 6th foul in the game. Hallie Vaughn back to the free throw line for Colby. Couple of dribbles. Here's the shot. She polishes it off. Back to a 4-point game. Tipped into the backcourt and out of bounds on the pressure. It'll go back to Colby. Another Holcomb turnover. Their 14th now of the night. Colby gets it back. An opportunity to cut into it once again. Foss at the top of the floor. Out to Jones. Left wing three. Splash! Brooklyn Jones, her first three of the night. It's a 1-point game right out of the gate here in the fourth quarter. Foss pressuring Maddie Ruda. Near side ball tipped around, saved inbounds. Kick to the top for McKee Blackburn. Guarded by Jones and a timeout taken by Andrea Arderi. And the Colby fans meeting their team with a roar. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. But Holcomb has led the entire way here in Colby. They led by 7, just 1 minute and 8 seconds to go. And now it is a 1-point game as Colby has scored the first 6 of the period here and gotten Holcomb out of sorts. Plenty of time if the shot starts to fall for the Eagles, but they have been ice cold in this game so far as they were through 3 quarters, 6 of 31 from the field, which is up there for one of their worst shooting nights of the season. Holcomb gets the ball inbound off to the right side. Lauren Jones will drive and have it nearly stripped away. It's a jump ball, and it'll go back to Colby. The jump ball gives it back to the Eagles. Another takeaway there. Foss met by Jones in the backcourt. She'll dribble to her left and get it across the sideline. Colby with a chance to take their first lead of the night. Foss at the top. Backdoor cut to Dodson. She loses it out of bounds. And it'll go back to Holcomb. So Colby will have to get another stop. They'll pressure in the full court here. All 5 Eagles in the backcourt. They get it into Nicole Ruda. Now back to Lauren Jones in the middle. Guarded by Vaughn. Poke free for the moment. Trying to get a 5-second call. They get it across the midcourt line, but fumbled out of bounds by Taryn Cedar. The 15th Holcomb turnover of the night. Colby gets it back. Left side, Brooklyn Jones, 6:10 to play. Down low for Stanley. Off the right-hand shot, no good. Rebound pulled down, and we're going to have another jump ball between Dodson and Nicole Ruda. So it'll go back to Holcomb, they say. Backcourt pressure, Dodson. Off to Lauren Jones in the middle. To the near side, Nicole Ruda. Back to the middle, Lauren Jones. Crosses over, coming to the near side. Across the midcourt stripe, and she throws it out of bounds. Another turnover. Andrea Arderi is hot on my left here, vying for a foul. Colby gets it back. 5:52 to go. Another Eagles opportunity to take their first lead of the game. Stanley on the left side. Deeper into the corner, Vaughn. She'll drive baseline. Up and under. Shot no good. Rebound popped out of bounds, but it will stay with Colby. 5:34 to play. Foss to inbound. Backdoor. Dodson. Shot no, but she's going to get fouled by Nicole Ruda. That's Nicole Ruda's 4th personal foul and the 7th on Holcomb. So Colby will be in the bonus the rest of the way. Mackenzie Dodson is not a spectacular free throw shooter. 47% on the season. Shot is up. And it is too strong off the back iron. No good. Into the game comes Blair Holiday for Holcomb. She'll replace Nicole Ruda, who, again, has 4 fouls. It's the tie of the game for Dodson. Shot is no good. She missed them both. Rebound to Holcomb and Lauren Jones. Jones into the front court, just to my left. Now she'll go to the middle for Gracelyn Rupp. Rupp with a strong elbow. Now a near steal, but it's fumbled out of bounds off the fingertips of Maddie Ruda. Another Holcomb turnover, their 5th of the 4th quarter already. Colby still with another chance here to take their first lead. Fox to the left side, Stanley. Back out to Fox at the top. Calling out her orders. Into the middle, Hallie Vaughn. She'll get a screen. Drives inside, and she will get fouled on the arm by, I believe, Blair Holiday. So 1-and-1 coming for Hallie. That's going to be the second on Blair Holiday. 8-team foul, so we stay in the bonus. Hallie on the line right now, 2 of 5 on the night. This to tie the game. Rattles around, shot no good. Rebound to Maddie Ruda. Holcomb pushing into the backcourt here against Colby, and a foul call on Foss in the backcourt. Reaching that time, and that's going to be the second on Brittany. And the 7th team foul on Colby. So now Holcomb into the bonus as well. Lots of fouls so far already. Still 4:53 to go. Maddie Ruda to the free throw line. A 55% free throw shooter. Shot up and good. Big free throw there for Ruda. She's 3 for 3 on the night. Colby has struggled at the free throw line tonight, which is a little bit atypical for them. They're a 69% free throw shooting team. Second shot for Ruda, good again. Back to a 3-point Holcomb lead. Colby got their first 6 points of the quarter in lightning fashion a minute in. They have since gone the last 2+ minutes scoreless now. Left corner Foss. Looking inside, dribbles to the middle, off to Dodson. Now to Jones on the left side. She'll drive with the left hand. Dishes it off to Stanley, but they're going to call a charge on Brooklyn Jones. Stanley made the layup, but they're going to call the foul on Brooklyn Jones. Her first foul, ball control foul, so Holcomb gets it back. And a timeout called by Holcomb. It will be a full timeout, so we'll take it with them. 4:34 to play. Holcomb 28, Colby 25. Back in 60 seconds on 100.3 The Ride.
With High Plains Co-op, it's great to know that the more things change, the more things stay the same. High Plains Co-op with locations in Hoxie, Dresden, Grainfield, Gem, Halford, Park, Selden, and in Levant. They're here to give you the service you deserve. High Plains Co-op is available for your grain, fuel, and feed needs. Check out their website at highplainscoop.com for up-to-date markets. Standing with you is High Plains Co-op.
One of the largest selection of combines in the entire Midwest is right now at your local John Deere American Implement dealer. Now, with the big selection of used machines, they're all clean, they're ready to roll, they have the service and parts team behind them, they're priced to sell with incentives like low financing, plus amazing lease deals. Yes, combines, plus tractors, sprayers, grain carts, and more at 16 different locations. Contact your local favorite salesman at your local American John Deere dealer. American Implement.
Now back to more of the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Out of the timeout, Holcomb throws it out of bounds. Colby gets it back. 4:32 to go in the game. Holcomb up 28-25. Trying to pull off the huge upset in the quarterfinal round of the 3A sub-state bracket here in Colby. Colby, the number 6 ranked team in Class 3A, the 2 seed in this bracket. Foss to Brooklyn Jones now at the top. She'll dribble inside, kicks to Dodson on the left wing, out top to Foss. She'll drive now, dishes to Stanley on the elbow, and back out to Jones with 4:10 to go. Jones calling for a screen, gives off to Stanley. Back to Jones on the right wing. Looking back door, Stanley can't corral the pass, and it's taken away, and they're going to call a foul as well. In the backcourt is Stanley trying to steal it back. Or rather, they're going to say that's on Dodson, excuse me. And I have her for 3, but apparently that is McKenzie's 4th foul. 3:58 to go here. Free throw coming for Peter. Shot is too strong, but it sticks between the backboard and the rim and falls through. Curry checks in for Colby as Holcomb back up by 4 with 4 minutes to go. Second shot for Teeter. Off the back iron. Rebound ripped down by Ruda, and she'll lay it up for 2. Ruda, the strong rebound. And now back to a 6-point Holcomb lead. They led by 7 to start this quarter. Colby started this period with a 6-0 run. Backdoor look for Stanley again. This time the layup is good. Back to a 4-point game. 3.5 to go. Rupp into the backcourt for Teeter. Back to Rupp. Graceland Rupp carries it across the half-court stripe. Now to Holiday. Underneath, layup good. They break the press and lay it up for 2. Back to a 6-point Holcomb lead. And the Longhorns fans back to my left are making their presence known now. Fox on the right wing. Looking, taking some time here, needs to create space. Ball nearly poked free. Stanley comes up with it. Back to Fox. 3 minutes to go. Fox out top to Curry. Out of the near side, this is Jones. Jones dribbles to the middle of the floor. Now inside, puts up the right-hand floater, off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Maddie Ruda. 2:38 to go, 6-point Holcomb lead. Now to Karen Teeter, off the backcourt and good. An 8-point Holcomb lead, 2.5 to go. Colby badly in need of a bucket now. Boss into the front court, their timeout called by Colby. The Holcomb Longhorns 6-14 on the season. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take it 2:23 to play. Colby down 8. Back in 60 seconds on 100.3 The Ride.
And now it's time for sports.
If you're tired of those network sports reports that don't talk about your team, then wake up and tune in to 100.3 The Ride at 7:30 and 8:30 Central Time for the Rockingham Media Sports Update. With me, Ross Fulkmer. I'll get you caught up on last night's scores and stories from the Tri-State region, and then preview the upcoming day's events for the teams and schools you care about the most.
Wildcat touchdown for Brown. He takes it to the house.
It's the Rockingham Media Sports Update at 7:30 and 8:30 Central Time on 100.3 The Ride. Brought to you by Ballman Mortuary.
Wow. A typical reaction from homeowners who just walked into a kitchen by Northwest Kansas Decorating Center. We call it the Wow Factor. Wow. And the reaction of others when they see their cabinet, countertop, and backsplash work. Northwest Kansas Decorating Center can take your bland kitchen and make it grand with the finest cabinets, countertops, and flooring designed and installed by their professional team. Go to nwksdecoratingcenter.com and get ready to be wowed.
Northwest Kansas Decorating Center, West 4th Street in Colby.
Now back to more of the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
8-point Holcomb lead, 2:20 to go. Colby needs a bucket bad. Here's Vaughn. Inside layup, off the mark, rebound tapped around, controlled by Blair Holiday. Into the front court for Holcomb. Now she'll slow it up. The Eagles have had a lid on the bucket all night long, and it might just cost them the game here with 2 minutes to play. Near side Rupp. And a foul committed by Vaughn. She reaches, and that's going to be Allie's third personal foul now. And the 8th team foul on Colby. Colby in the double bonus, though, if they can get to the line here. 2 minutes even to go. Graceland Rupp at the free throw line. First shot up. Off the back iron, no good. Or rather, I read the scoreboard backwards. Excuse me, that is the 10th team foul on Colby. 18 fouls on Holcomb. So Holcomb in the double bonus. I apologize for that one. Second shot for Ruda is good. Rupp. I'm all out of sorts right now. Now, a 9-point Holcomb lead. This, I believe, is their largest of the night with 2 minutes to go. Stanley, left side here. The Eagles need to work. Near sideline. Rupp nearly steals it away. Brooklyn Jones in the middle of the floor trying to get inside, and she is going to get fouled as her layup goes, but the shot will not count. She'll go to the line for a 1-and-1. Foul's going to go against Maddie Ruda, her third personal, and the 19th foul. 1:40 to go in the 9-point game. Crucial free throws here. First one good. Back to an 8-point game. Holcomb has commanded the boards in this game, strongly out-rebounding Colby. Shot is up and good as well. Jones knocks them both down in a timeout taken by Colby. A 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Holcomb 36, Colby 29, 1:40 to play in this one. That would be a big-time shocker across Class 3A. But the Eagles have shot the basketball very, very poorly tonight. And they will need some big buckets down the stretch. 10 points for each team here in the fourth quarter now. Colby scored the first 6 of the period, but after a timeout for Holcomb, they settled the ship and they pushed this lead back out as Colby could not capitalize. They had multiple opportunities. I'm talking 3 or 4 possessions in a row where Holcomb would turn it over and Colby would be unable to score. Oren Jones gets it inbound to Matty Ruda, and a foul applied by Stanley. That's going to be Kennedy's third, I believe. 2 free throws coming for Holcomb. Colby needs to box out here on this possession. important free throws for Ruda so far. She shot them very well, 4 of 4 on the night. This one is good as well. Make it 5 of 5 for Matty Ruda. 37-29, 1:38 to play. Second shot good. Another huge free throw. Holcomb can feel it now. Just a little over 90 seconds to go in a 9-point game. Top of the key here, Dodson. Inside Stanley, backing it down on Ruda. Shot up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Lauren Jones, and she travels in the backcourt. So Colby will get it back off of that gift. They need to make a shot here. It sounds simple, but they have shot very poorly tonight. Just 6 made field goals in the first 3 quarters combined. Foss on the left wing here. She'll drive inside. Stops. Nearly gets away with a walk. Now she'll dish it to Vaughn. Running jumper, no good. Rebound pulled in by Blair Holiday, and a foul applied by Dodson, and that is her 5th. So now Curry will check back in with 1:11 to play. .111 to go here. Blair Holiday to the free throw line for the first time. She's a 67% free throw shooter on the season. This one's too strong and no good. A big miss there. Keeping the door cracked open. It might not even be cracked right now, however, it is unlocked. But a miss here and a rebound could open things up a little bit more. This shot is too strong, but it's rebounded by Holcomb. Teeter fires up a shot, though, and it's no good. Colby gets that rebound. Shot up and no good. Rebound to Holcomb, out of bounds off of Brooklyn Jones, who missed the shot as she jumped all the way inside. A coast-to-coast look there, but couldn't finish. Colby needs the turnover here. And a foul applied by Curry. That's her 3rd. 57.8 to go. Colby, one of the top 10 teams in the state of Kansas. 58 seconds away from being ousted by the 7 seed in the first round of the sub-state playoffs. Shot is up, and it is good by Teeter. .10 Holcomb lead, their largest of the night. This shot is good as well. 11-point lead, 58 seconds to go. It's about time for Colby to start hucking them up from long range. Right wing here for Foss. Out top to Vaughn. And it's off her hands, taken away by Blair Holiday. Layup in transition is good. 13-point Holcomb lead. They can feel it now. Left wing here, Jones. She'll drive. And it's stolen away. Taken away by Holcomb. Lauren Jones in transition. She'll pull it out. Victor Graceland up as precious seconds will tick off. And the foul finally applied by Brooklyn Jones. And Holcomb is going to win this game. Holcomb is going to upset the Colby Eagles in the first round of the playoffs. This shot up, and it is good by Graceland Rupp. Holcomb has played great defense. They have rebounded even better, and they have made some big free throws here. And a lane violation now on Graceland Rupp. Same official who called that on Kennedy Stanley, so just a misstep at the free throw line. Gives it back to Colby. 21 seconds to go. Jones up the court in a hurry. Step back, three-pointer on the wing. Banked in, but it is good. The timeout taken by Coach Stevens. 14.8 to go. It is still an 11-point game. 43-32 in favor of Holcomb here. And this is a very surprising, tough way for the Eagles to go out. What many thought would be a simple win for Coach Stevens and company was certainly turned into a surprising one. 14.8 seconds away from being upset in the first round. After many thought there would be a favorite to potentially win. Loose ball in the backcourt. Curry fires up a quick shot. No good. Rebound out of bounds. And they're going to say off of Holcomb, or rather off of Colby, they say. So no, it will not stay with the Eagles. Or now it will. They say miscommunication, so one official didn't have a look. It will be Colby's ball here with 9 seconds to play. Out top to Curry. Now to Jones. She'll step back. Another three fired up. Rattles around. Shot no good. Rebound to Curry. Puts it up and in. Not good. But that is too late. Brooklyn Jones couldn't hit a couple of threes there, but Colby puts it in for two there at the buzzer, but that is going to end it. Holcomb upsets Colby 43-34 in round one of the Cimarron Sub-State here in Colby. We'll take a 3-minute timeout and be back in a moment. The Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Hello, this is J.L. Evans with Western State Bank in Colby. If you're looking for a commercial or ag loan, stop by and see Matt Smith or myself at our home on the range, 1750 South Range in Colby. If you're too busy to come see us, we'd be glad to come to your place of business or farm. If you're in the market for a home loan or would like to refinance and take advantage of the current low home loan rates, come in and see Janice Cates to learn about all the home loan products at Western State Bank in Colby. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome to the biggest thing in tacos since tacos. Introducing the Taco Perfecto from Taco John's. That's right, we said it. Perfecto. Spanish for perfect. We designed it with an extra long shell to give you the best bite every bite. Choose between seasoned beef, grilled chicken, or upgrade to hand-carved sirloin steak. Sure, it was hard to perfect, but it's easy to eat. The Taco Perfecto from Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Taco John's, Colby. Don't just insure your stuff, strut your stuff with Strut Insurance Services. Darvin and his professional agents in Colby and Brewster represent a wide variety of insurance companies. They can personally shop for a specific company and policy that offer you the absolute best coverage for the best price on most anything you own. Auto, motorcycle, home, crop, farm. If it has a value to you, they can cover it. Strut Insurance Services is locally owned and operated with hometown agents that are experienced and offer fast claims. Located at 1675 West 4th Street in Colby and Brewster. Just look for the big yellow sign of Strut Insurance Services.
Pain can affect everyone. It pays no attention to age, body type, or gender. This is Dr. Kristen Parker with Northwest Kansas Chiropractic. We treat patients of all ages from infants to the elderly using tried and true traditional techniques and our constantly updated advanced technology. I see pregnancy patients on a regular basis as well with safe treatments that often bring much needed comfort. Effective, comfortable, and professional care for all at Northwest Kansas Chiropractic Clinic. Learn more at nwkchiro.com.
The Colby Free Press brings residents of Thomas County news, pictures, and commentary on the happenings, issues, and events that impact the lives of residents of Thomas County. The Colby Free Press is informative and affordable. The Colby Free Press is a local daily newspaper that has earned a great reputation for journalistic excellence and extensive knowledge of the local communities of Colby, Rexford, Brewster, and surrounding communities.
Welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order?
Yeah, I'll take a small Coke.
And I'll have a large, please.
You know, you can get any size Coke for just $1, right?
So, a small Coke is just $1?
Uh-huh.
And a large is just $1?
Yes. Are you guys okay?
You just blew our different size minds. Sorry, he got excited again.
It's nice getting any size bang for your buck. So come into McDonald's and get an ice-cold, delicious any size Coke for just $1. A la carte only. Price and participation may vary.
Now back to more of the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Welcome back into the Colby Community Building tonight as a surprising final score as the Colby Eagles ousted in the first round of the playoffs by the Holcomb Longhorns in quite the head-scratching fashion, 43-34. Colby with a historically rough day from the field tonight as they were just 11 of 56 from the field tonight. That is their worst shooting night of the season. They score the second lowest point total of the season, but they were unable to get some crucial stops late. Holcomb made their free throws. They were 13 of 26 at the, 16 of 22. I read the wrong one. 16 of 22 at the free throw line, while Colby 11 of 20. And that was a big factor in this one tonight. They were also out-rebounded by the Longhorns. Coach Stevens making his way over to us now to discuss this one in our Colby Coach's Corner, presented by El Dos de Oros Mexican Restaurant on South Range in Colby. And Coach, a tough night offensively for the ladies. Just 11 of 56 by my tally from the field. A really tough night, and some tough things just didn't go your way. You had them down to 1 point there early in the fourth quarter, but they kind of righted the ship and handled that pressure. But what wasn't working tonight?
We couldn't get the ball to go in. I thought we were a little antsy running our offense, not real patient, and tried to force things a little bit too much.
Certainly a tough way to go out, having beaten this team twice already, and you know, you look at the scoreboard, and it was certainly within your reach most of this game, and as you mentioned, the ball just couldn't go in the hole. But you know, as you're trying to get your team to stay motivated and make that comeback, they certainly didn't lack energy down the stretch, trying to force Holcomb into those turnovers. What were you telling them in those timeout huddles?
They played hard the whole year, and they played hard the whole game. This game, we just kept trying to tell them defensively what to do and offensively what we wanted them to try to do. We just couldn't get the ball going in the basket tonight. None of us.
Yeah, whole team-wide slump tonight. It's unfortunate that it comes on a night like tonight, the final game here in this building, and you know, the first round of the playoffs. What was hopefully going to be such a tough run, but a makeable run for this team that's shown that they can hang with the best of the best in this, and not only in this conference but in this state. But just a tough night. But as you went into the locker room and you look those girls in the eyes, what do you tell them to move forward, saying those seniors and those underclassmen coming back as well?
I told them they played hard. Keep your head up. Life throws you some curveballs sometimes that aren't so fun. You just got to deal with it. Keep your head up, and the sun will come up in another day.
The sun will certainly come up another day and another season as this team will bring back a pretty solid group of returners next year and look to, you know, build upon this. The seniors have certainly led them well throughout this season, but what are those seniors that you say goodbye to this season? What do they mean to you as a coach and for this program?
I'm telling you, it's the whole team. I'm not it's hard on the seniors because they don't get to come back and play again, but it's hard on the whole team. It's hard on every kid that's on the team. It's hard on them.
Well, Coach, thanks so much for speaking with us tonight and throughout the season. Congrats on a great year. Sorry it came to the end tonight, but we'll talk to you next season.
Okay.
All right. Coach Tom Stevens on the Colby Eagles Coach's Corner, presented by El Dos de Oros Mexican Restaurant. He's certainly a well-motivated individual, a great coach of young women, and it comes up short tonight as Colby shoots just 11 of 56 from the field. From the floor tonight, just as I mentioned, a really historically tough night for Colby again. And it wasn't just one player. It was everyone struggling from the field tonight. In nights past, when there had been one or two players that couldn't get a shot to go, they're good enough shooters on this team to have those key shots fall in other places. But tonight, everyone's struggling. We'll go ahead and take another 3-minute timeout, and on the other side, we'll have final stats and wrap this one up from the community building. You're listening to the Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show on 100.3 The Ride.
Rip's worn out, and it needs replaced. Who are you going to call?
Roof Masters!
Roof Masters Roofing at Colby has been your premier roofing contractor for over 40 years, offering free estimates on all types of roofs, as well as seamless rain gutters and vinyl siding. So give us a call today. What's that number, Jake?
462-6642. I think you better call
Roof Masters!
I'm Darrell Henry, your Colby Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Colby Eagles on 100.3 The Ride. Call me or stop by my office at 485 North Court for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
1994 was a huge year. The internet was born. Forrest Gump hit the theaters.
I was running.
O.J. Simpson fled the police in a Ford Bronco. Major League Baseball players decided not to play. And Office Works and Home Furnishings opened its doors. A lot's changed in the 25 years since then, but Office Works continues to be there with office supplies and furniture, plus a great selection of Lazy Boy products, Serta beds, flooring, and tremendous customer service. Come in and celebrate 25 years with Office Works and Home Furnishings on South Range Avenue in Colby. Jim's finally taking that safari he's always dreamed of, but against Agnes's advice, Jim didn't get his eyes checked at Funk Optometry before leaving. Let's check in.
On the left side, we have the majestic African...
Zebras! I see them!
Wildebeest. On the right...
It's an elephant! I thought their trunks would be bigger.
That is a hippo. They don't have...
I didn't know there were kangaroos in Africa! I need a picture!
Wait, no, get back in the... Hi.
See all of life's big moments clearly. Get your eyes checked at Funk Optometry in downtown Colby, Atwood, and Hoxie today.
Those kangaroos are vicious!
This is Brent with Farmers Merchants Bank, wanting to take the time to sincerely thank everyone who shops and does business local. As the only locally chartered Colby bank, we understand the commitment and importance of keeping your money local to help grow the community. We'd like to thank all the businesses and farmers for all their hard work and patronage. If you're not one of our customers and thinking of change, think of us and see the difference a local bank makes. We have our roots where other banks only have their branches. We're stable, secure, your community bank. Farmers and Merchants, together, making a difference. Member FDIC.
Cornerstone for your farming operation. Cornerstone will be your foundation.
One definition of Cornerstone is something that is essential or indispensable. That's why Cornerstone Ag has it in their name. They know it's essential to have the best facilities to make it quick and easy for you to get in and out of the elevator. Eric and his staff has indispensable knowledge and experience to help you market your grain so you get the most for all your hard work.
You're never alone with Cornerstone.
Now back to more of the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Welcome back into the Colby Community Building tonight. Colby ousted from the 3A Cimarron Sub-State in the first round by the Holcomb Longhorns, who shut down the Eagles from the field tonight by my tally, just 11 of 56 from the field were the Eagles. They were 5 of 29 from two-point range, 6 of 27 from three-point range, 11 of 20 at the free throw line, while Holcomb was 13 of 26 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, 12 of 21 from inside there, and 16 of 22 at the free throw line tonight. They were led in scoring by Maddie Ruda, 14 points tonight, 8 from Lauren Jones, 7 from Terrence Heater, 6 from Blair Holiday, 5 from Gracelyn Rupp, 2 from Nicole Ruda, and 1 from Paige Jones for the Longhorns. Colby led by 11 points from senior Hallie Vaughn, who ends her career tonight with a respectable point total, but certainly a rough night for her shooting the basketball, as it was for everyone. 10 points for Brooklyn Jones, 7 from Kennedy Stanley, 6 from Emma Curry, and that is it for the Eagles tonight, scoring-wise, who, as I mentioned, struggled from the field. Their worst shooting night of the season came at just a very rough time in the first round of the playoffs. Again, 11 of 56 from the field tonight. And they fall, again, 43-34 to the Holcomb Longhorns. Holcomb will move on to the second round, and they will face a surprising foe as another upset in the sub-state bracket. The Goodland Cowgirls defeat Hugoton tonight. That one just final. Our friend Ross Volkmer over on 102.5 U-Rock let us know that Holcomb will face Goodland after the Cowgirls went 29-27. Another defensive battle in that one. But Holcomb will face Goodland in round 2 on Friday. Scott City defeated the Southwestern Heights Lady Mustangs, and Cimarron wins in the 4-5 matchup, 55-47. So it will be Scott City against Cimarron on Friday, and Holcomb against Goodland as well in that one. Certainly a surprising pair of results on this one, but Holcomb and Goodland and Scott City and Cimarron. The Eagle boys will move on to Thursday night. They'll take on the Hugoton Eagles as well in that semifinal in the 2-3 matchup, and the 1-4 will be Lakin and Holcomb. So no upsets on the boys' side, just chalk. On the girls' side, 2 of the 4 games are upsets, and they were the 2 of the biggest ones, the 7 over the 2 and the 6 over the 3 tonight in this one. But we will end off this ladies' season for Colby by naming our Colby Dodge Ram Tough player of the game. It will be Hallie Vaughn. 11 points for the Eagles tonight in the final game of her Eagle career. She went over 1,000 points this season and certainly led the charge scoring-wise for Colby. Just comes to a bit of a premature end for her. Hallie ends her career as the leading scorer for tonight. Colby, again, with 11 points for her. And she is your Colby Dodge Ram Tough player of the game, presented of course by Colby Dodge Chrysler, the #1 volume Chrysler dealer in western Kansas and eastern Colorado, just south of I-70 on Taylor Avenue in Colby. But the Eagles will end their season tonight at 17-4 overall. Solid year for them. Holcomb improves to 7-14, and they will live to fight another day on Friday evening down in Cimarron in the semifinal round of Class 3A's sub-state bracket in Cimarron. Our next broadcast will be Thursday night down in Cimarron, as again Colby will take on Hugoton on the boys' side of the bracket in the semifinal round of that Cimarron sub-state as well. But for my board op, Clayton Jacob back at the KRDQ studios here in Colby, I'm Jackson Schneider. Thanks so much for tuning in. We will see you on Thursday night.
This is Dustin from Cheaper Sleeper, and I want to tell you about the 15-inch 800-coil mattress. It's normally $800. Yeah! It's just $399. What? Yeah, it's just $399. Okay! And the King? Yeah! Normally $1,100, just $559. What? Yeah, just $559. Go to our website, cheapersleeper.biz. Okay! Save up to 30% on furniture that's in stock or ordered in. Okay! Cheaper Sleeper, 1024 Main, Goodland, Kansas, or 1979 West 4th, Colby, Kansas.
Yeah! El Dos de Oros has moved to its new location at 1921 South Range in Colby. They've got the same amazing dishes with authentic south-of-the-border flavor. Same wonderful staff making sure to provide a personal experience every time you dine in. And of course, you can still find dozens of flavors of frozen margaritas. Stop by their new location and enjoy some great authentic Mexican-style cuisine. Now, right next door to Orscheln's at 1921 South Range in Colby, it's El Dos de Oros.
Hi, this is John Horning with Farm Credit of Western Kansas in Colby. At Farm Credit, we support rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services today and tomorrow. Farm Credit's mission is providing farmers and ranchers with the capital they need to make their business successful. And because a steady flow of credit means more jobs and economic growth, Farm Credit is helping invest in the vibrancy of your local community. Stop in and see me in Oberlin on Mondays at 104 South Penn or call me at 785-443-4951.
Ballman's understands what you're going through in your time of loss. Ballman's here for you to honor the lives of those dear to you. Northwest Kansas turns to Ballman Mortuary. Ballman Mortuary. Sometimes the load's too much to carry. When it's time, call on Ballman's.
Pizza Hut in Colby is hiring all positions. We offer competitive wages, flexible hours, and a fast-paced, fun working environment. Applicants must be hardworking, with a valid driver's license, insurance, and be at least 16 years of age. If you think you fit the description and would like to apply, the process has never been easier. Just go online or on Facebook and search Pizza Hut of Colby. Come join the fun at Pizza Hut of Colby. Pizza Hut of Colby is an equal opportunity employer.
The following is a presentation of Rockingham Media Sports. The Eagles on Radio is presented by Funk Optometry, Farmers and Merchants Bank, Cornerstone Ag, Cheaper Sleeper, Colby Dodge, El Dos de Oros Mexican Restaurant, Farm Credit of Western Kansas, Ballman Mortuary, Pizza Hut, Walmart of Colby, Service Master, Warda Chiropractic, Colby Ag Center, People's State Bank, Stevens Construction, Hoover Lumber, McKee Incorporated, High Plains Co-op, American Implement, Colby Community College, Northwest Kansas Decorating Center, Western State Bank, Taco John's, Strut Insurance Services, Next Tech Wireless, Northwest Kansas Chiropractic, the Colby Free Press, McDonald's, and Roof Masters and Office Works in Home Furnishings.
Bob Shop Saturday with Paul Heskin. Saturdays from 9 to noon on 100.3 The Ride. Losing his mind. 100.3 The Ride.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop. Under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel a good, good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. Ooh, it's something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. I don't need no reason, don't be control. I fly so high, no ceiling when I'm in my zone. Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop, stop, stop. Under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good, good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. So keep dancing. Oh, yeah. I can't stop the. 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 Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good, good creeping up on you, so just dance, dance, dance. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. Ain't nobody leaving some, so keep dancing. Everybody say.
Pat Sloan with Homeland Realty and Auction, and you're listening to 100.3 The Ride.
I keep fighting voices in my mind that say I'm not enough. Every single lie that tells me I will never measure up. Am I more than just the sum of every high and every low? Remind me once again just who I am, because I need to know.